Hello students, I'm back with the PRMO flashback session 4. I am Lohit Jindal from Vedantu Olympiad School. So till now we have covered 3 sessions in which we have till now covered 9 questions of PRMO 2017. Okay, so today we will be continuing our next 3 questions, that is 10th, 11th and 12th question of PRMO 2017. Okay, so I hope all of you are excited for that. Okay, and I again will tell you to bring on your copies, notebooks and pens along with that. Okay, so that you can also try to solve the question along with it. Okay, so let's start with this. So let's see the first question for today's session. Okay, this is the question. There are 8 rooms on the first floor of a hotel with 4 rooms on each side of the corridor, symmetrically situated. That is, each room is exactly opposite to one other room. Okay, so 4 guests have to be accommodated in 4 of the 8 rooms, that is one in each. Okay, such that no 2 guests are in adjacent rooms or in opposite rooms. Okay, in how many ways can the guests be accommodated? Okay, if you read the question carefully, let's draw a diagram first of all. Okay, okay, now let's do it 4 parts. Okay, so I have made a diagram here. Okay, so the thing is, you consider this to be the hallway. Okay, this is the hallway. Okay, you can say these 2 rooms are opposite to each other, right? So there are a total of 8 rooms. So now if you think about any one criteria way to give the guest the room, allocate the room, so you can see, let's start with any one of the room. Okay, by giving to some guests. So let's see, let's say I put a guest in this room. Okay, so with this you can say these 2 cases are gone. I cannot place adjacent to him and nor opposite to it. Okay, so then I'll have this option, right? Only this one in this side. Okay, and as you can see, now I can only place one here and one in here, right? So with this, because in each side I have to place 2 also, है ना, हर एक साइड में 2 को place करना है. So if I placed one here, इस लाइन में तो यहाँ पर ही आएगा, and accordingly in the opposite side. So this is one of the arrangement, as you can see. Similarly, instead of the previous one, let's say if I placed adjacent to one of them, right? Like I would have placed here, then these 2 places I cannot place, then one could be here, then again these 2 cannot be placed here and here, right? So as you can see, there are only 2 cases, okay, in which 2 arrangements, okay, in which they can be placed. Okay, different rooms can be selected. So as you can see, to calculate the total number of ways, now it's very easy now. Total ways will be, there are 2 ways to arrange, right? 2 ways to select the rooms, right? So 2 ways into, the thing is, in each way there are kind of, we are selecting 4 rooms, right? In those 4 rooms we have to accommodate 4 guests, right? So arranging that 4 guests, है ना, उन 4 rooms में अगर 4 guests को arrange करना है, those, the number of ways are 4 factorial, right? Very basic thing in combinatorics. So now you have finally got the total number of ways. So 2 into 24, that is 48 ways. So there are total of 48 ways to accommodate 4 guests in 8 rooms with the given conditions. Okay, I hope everybody understood this thing. Okay, and you have understood, then we'll be moving forward. Okay, all right, so let's proceed. Now coming to the next question. This involves trigonometry and a little bit of functions. Okay, so isme let's see the question then. So f of x is sine of x by 3 plus cos of 3x by 10 for real x. Find the least natural number n such that f of n pi plus x equal to f of x. So this is like asking the period of this function. Okay, like asking the fundamental period, because it is asking about the least natural number x. Okay, so let's see. First of all, let's think about this thing. If the function is sine x, the period is given by 2 pi. Okay, the period of function sine x or cos x, both is 2 pi. Okay, but because here the function is sine x by 3, so for sine x by 3, it means x by 3 is equal to 2 pi for the period. So the period of x will be here 6 pi. Okay, for the function sine x by 3, the period will be 6 pi. Okay, तो अब क्या करेंगे? नाउ लेट्स सी अबाउट द cos 3x by 10. So cos 3x by 10. In this case also, this 3x by 10 should be equal to 2 pi, right? Period पूरे अंदर के टर्म का 2 pi होना चाहिए. So it will give us x is equal to 20 pi by 3. Okay. So the concept being, when two functions are added, right, in this way, so sin x by 3 and cos 3x by 10, the period is generally the LCM of the periods of these two expressions, which we have found already. So the period of the first function is 6 pi, now the second function is that of 20 pi by 3. So taking their LCM, so LCM of these will give me, as you can see, 20 pi would be 60 pi. Okay, so that is the least LCM of 6 pi and 20 by 3. So now according to the question, as you can see, f of n pi plus x. Okay, so in this case, n pi is equal to 60 pi, which will give us the value of n as 60. It was a very easy questions. So actually these three questions today which we are going to do are kind of an easy ones, which did came in the exam, है ना? तो इनको नहीं छोड़ना होता एग्जाम में ऐसे क्वेश्चंस को. So these are the questions which will help you qualify the pre-RMO very very easily, because see, generally most of the times the cutoffs in different states, mostly, okay, if I talk about the average, is generally around 20 marks. So I can say if you are scoring more than 20, you're more than safe. Okay, and if you're scoring these type of questions as correct, this will very much boost your chances to qualify for pre-RMO, है ना? So you should always focus कि easy question छूटना नहीं चाहिए, right? You should get full marks for an easy question always in any exam. I hope everybody understood this one, which was very easy one. Okay, we just have to find the period of the combined function. Sure. So this is the third one. Okay, so the question is, in a class the number of boys and girls are in the ratio of 4:3. Okay, according to that, let's write it out down already. So boys to girls is ratio 4:3. So due to this, can I say the number of boys are 4 lambda, and let's say number of girls are 3 lambda, right? The ratio will be 4:3. So they said on one day it was found that 8 boys and 14 girls were absent from the class, right? So 8 boys absent hai, so how many boys are left? 4 lambda minus 8. And how many girls are there? 3 lambda minus 14, right? And that number of boys was the square of the number of girls. ठीक है, तो जो कंडीशन दी हुई है बस उसको अप्लाई करते चलते हैं. So 4 lambda minus 8 is the number of boys, right? And this was the number of girls. So 4 lambda by 8 minus 8 is number of girls का square है. So it is 3 lambda minus 14 whole square, right? Number of boys was the square of number of girls. We have applied this condition. Now we just have to find the lambda from this quadratic. So just let's expand. 4 lambda minus 8 is equal to 9 lambda square plus 196 minus 2 into 3, 6 into 14, right? So minus 84 lambda. So let's make it a quadratic, take it to one side. So 9 lambda square minus 88 lambda plus 204 equal to 0. Okay, now you have to factorize this. So you have to think about the factors of 204 into 9. Okay, so I'll give you some time to solve this question. Okay, take some time. Okay, then I'll solve for you. Okay, you can pause the video here and try to solve this quadratic yourself, and you will very much get the final answer. Okay, let me help you with this. So 204 into 9, right? So let's factorize this. So 17 into 3 will be 51 into 2 into 2 into 9, that is 3 square again. Okay, so let's see the factors now which will make it 88. Okay, so the sum. So I think you can see here. So let's say this is 9 into this 6 into 9 will be 54, and the leftover expression will be 17 into 2, right, into 34. So 54 into 34 will give you 88. So let's factorize this. So 9 lambda square minus 54 lambda minus 34 lambda plus 204 equal to 0. So you can take 9 lambda common, lambda minus 6 minus 34 I think could be taken as common, and lambda minus 6 will be 0. So now you can factorize this. Lambda minus 6 into 9 lambda minus 34 equal to 0. So the thing is, there can be two values of lambda, as you can see. So 34 by 9 and lambda can be either 6. Okay, although or aana chahiye yahan pe, right? It should be or. So the thing is, so the number of boys and girls are 4 lambda and 3 lambda, right? So if you are taking 4 lambda, the number of boys will become in fraction, right? Because it will not be cancelling 4 with 9. So obviously this value of lambda will be rejected. So the correct value of lambda will be 6. Okay, so the correct value of lambda will be 6. And now the question is to find the total number of students, that is 7 lambda, right? 4 lambda plus 3 lambda, which is 7 lambda. Let's calculate that. 7 into 6 is equal to 42. So that is the total number of students. Okay, so guys, एक बार answer तो आ गया है. The very important thing in these type of questions is, in the exam, very beautiful thing about this is that you can cross check your answer, right? So let's see how many boys are there and how many girls were there. First of all, let's check. 4 lambda would be 24 and 3 lambda would be 18, right? So they are into 4 into 3 ratio. Then let's check the condition there. So if I remove 8 boys, it will become how much? 16 boys. And if I remove 14 girls, it will become 4 girls, right? So 4 girls and 16 boys, and yes, it is square of the number of girls, right? So from this I can say that yes, our answer is correct. Okay, so this is how you can check your answers, and cross verify ho raha hai. And this, in this way, you can be sure, yes, that your answer is very much correct. So you can be assured about that you are getting this much marks for this particular question. Okay, so that is the beauty of this thing, these kind of questions, that you can check your answers, right? Okay, so guys, that was all from my side today. We'll meet in the next class. All right, so thank you everyone for watching this video. Okay, and I hope to see you all in mathematics olympiad crash course. Will be starting in July. Okay, so you'll get more information in the coming videos. Okay, thank you, bye bye.